Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
Experience temporary power disruption.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Island Tea with your faves, Azim and myself. I am Jade, and Azim is unfortunately out sick. Hopefully, he gets better soon. I know you guys miss him dearly. But it is Friday. Happy Friday in this beautiful Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. It's a cricket day. It is a good day to be alive in this federation. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a pleasant Friday evening, a pleasant Thursday evening, and you're having a pleasant Friday morning. Today we're going to get into some stuff. I have some giveaways for you guys as usual, which I will do a little later since I have my friends over in Antigua joining me in a bit. I also have some guests coming to give you some information a bit later on some things that they have happening at their businesses. So stick and stay for that. Yeah. What's up? I hope everyone is doing well. I'm tired. I am so tired, but I am here nonetheless. Cricket was wonderful yesterday. Welcome from Barbuda. Welcome, Mr. Carter. I hope you are doing well. I am fine. I mean, I'm just a little tired, as I mentioned before, because of the cricket action that is happening here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Unfortunately, our Patriots lost yesterday, but have no fear. They have another day to redeem themselves, and hopefully they can. So, guys, join me at the park later. Also, a special shout out to all of the people who made it their business to come and say hi yesterday. I appreciate all of you. I loved meeting our sippers. You guys make the show what it is. So, it is also a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, seeing you guys out and about and having you guys come and just, say hi to us. We love y'all. So, guys, as I mentioned, I'm getting ready to be joined by my friends over in Antigua for some chat. It's Friday. It is Friday. I am ready. They look like they're almost ready. I miss this guest. Definitely, I miss this guest. I have not heard from her in a while. I thought she abandoned us. But thankfully, she's shaking her head no for the people who may not be able to see her as yet. But thankfully, she was able to find some time for us and to come and chat. Somebody saying, Jade, morning. I'm hot. Temp 106 today in Texas. I will pray for you. That's the best I can offer right now. My thoughts and prayers. We are ourselves dealing with the atrocious weather that is happening in St. Kitts. It is so hot. It is, listen, yesterday I had to keep reapplying sunscreen because I just don't want to cook. And so you can imagine the type of weather we're experiencing down here. But nevertheless, it is perfect weather for cricket. So that's what we're doing. We are watching some cricket. How many of you guys were able to join us at Warner Park yesterday? I hope it was plenty. I hope all of these tickets that I'm giving away is not going to waste, because the cricket action is sweet. It's sweet. Even though we may not get the outcome we were looking for in the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots. But I am just waiting for my guests, my cohorts over in Antigua, to tell me that they're ready, so we can jump right into this discussion today. They should be ready in about 5 minutes. But yes, as I said, I have some tickets to give away. Maybe I should run a question now while we wait. Let me see. Let me try and make it as easy as possible for you guys. Let me head over to the 60 page and see what I can come up with. I know you love a good giveaway here, and we are giving away tickets for not only tomorrow. I do have tickets to give away for today as well, but I'm giving away cricket tickets for Sunday. Okay, so the first question, easy question. Who are the women's teams playing today? It's only one match, women's match, so that should be an easy question. Tell me on the live or give me a call and tell me who are the women's teams playing today, and you win yourself a ticket for today. Yeah, let me start by giving away a ticket for today. If you can tell me who are the women's teams playing today, I will give you a ticket to go and watch some cricket today. Well, while I wait on that answer, let's jump into some cross-Caribbean link-up with our good friends over in Antigua. Let me just adjust my music so I can hear them loud and clear, because they are ready. Okay. Good morning, guys. Okay, what Darren? What is? How you tell me already and you ain't jumping in? You see, listen. Listen. Good morning.
What y'all saying about me?
I want to know how you tell me already and you ain't jumping in.
We well back talking you. Proper movie line going on here. Right? We start from the top of your head, go straight down to the sole of your foot. We
You
cover
better
everything
believe it.
already, everything.
You better believe it. Well chat down.
Well, such is life. It won't be the first, and I'm pretty sure it won't be the last. Anyway, just for listeners who, I don't think anyone is guessing the voice, that sweet Trini accent that they're hearing is the voice of the lecturer in academic literacies at the UE St. Augustine campus in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And she also serves as a current affairs analyst via her social media platform News Source, which is certainly making waves. I'm a close follower, and that is how I became aware of a, shall we say, I don't know if it's a controversy, but certainly Tory, as we say here, of a certain prime minister who is, saying that he not going to send to kill nobody if he find out that he gets involved.
He ain't gonna send to kill nobody. He will get horn and he will take the horn, but he ain't sending if he get horn, he ain't sending nobody to kill nobody. Yeah, we could talk all of that. Listen. Everything
Good morning, Rhoda. Good morning, Jade. Good morning, Jade. How are you? I guess Azem is still on traveling the world.
No,
so
Azem traveled the world until he got sick, so I'm still filling in.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Too much traveling. All right.
Yes.
Anyway, how is everybody doing? How are you, Jade? How are you, Rhoda?
I am quite tired.
Uh-huh.
I can't lie. I am quite tired because I have been...
Jade is tired. Jade is Jade is probably sapped from the sun that you all have been having.
Listen, I have to be at cricket every day, and so I've been.
Oh my. Poor
Yes,
soul.
yes.
The thing is, the sun gives energy, but the sun also takes energy.
Definitely
You
has
know,
been
and-
taken.
When you have to be in heat every day, working in heat every day, sun saps a lot of your energy. So there are times when I say to myself, when I'm in a situation like that, and in a situation like that, I mean just driving from point A to point B, but it's real hot outside, and I say to myself, my ancestors had to be real strong people
You better believe it.
to work in that
Because
kind
I
of
could
heat
not.
and survive to make children and more children. And no. My ancestors had to be real powerful people, because we are getting the opposite to what you are getting. You are experiencing extreme heat, and we have lots of rain on a regular basis. But when the sun does come out, the humidity is ridiculous. It is it's oppressive humidity. Like you take a bath and you step out of the shower, like right after you step out of the shower, and you are bathed in perspiration because it is so humid.
Indeed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a New York kind of heat, with all the concrete, jungle, you have the concrete. Yeah, well, like you feel like you're in an oven.
The
That's
thing
what it
is,
sounds like to me.
fortunately for us, because yes, you do feel like it's convection heat, right?
Yeah.
Because of the clouds overhead. But we are fortunate enough that it's still an island, so breeze will still eventually start to blow once the clouds move. So once the rain comes in, the heat passes. But still, it can be so oppressively hot. And if Jade is saying she out in cricket on a daily basis, I can understand why she's feeling tired. That sun is pull it out there. It is suck the energy out there.
Yeah. Listen, well, tell us, we've been focused a lot on the recent political happenings in St. Kitts Nevis, the Federation of. But we know that there's a lot of excitement also in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and is usually the case. I mean, I just highlighted one particular example. I don't know if you want to start there or you just want to lay up and use a build up to that.
There are never dull days. There are never dull days in Trinidad and Tobago, You could call me on any given day. Any given day.
Yes.
And by the time 10 a.m., 11 a.m., it must be about 3-4 different stories we could be talking about. So I just jotted down. I didn't even think about the Horn story, but it's a good thing you mentioned the Horn story, because the Horn story went international. No, it went the Horn story reached quite India.
Really?
The Horn story, girl. The Horn story was tweet. And the thing about it is not like there was even any evidence of Horn. It was just a whole rumor. But I will get into that. I will get into the Horn story last.
Oh Lord.
So three stories, right?
Yes.
The first thing, and this one was the first two things I'm going to talk about are important things. All you hear about the Harbour Master Bacchanal in Grenada?
The what?
Yes.
The party boat Bacchanal in Grenada.
No, I've been out of touch. I've been in the pack.
Right. So six crew members from a boat called the Harbour Master, and the owners of the boat are Trinidadians, and the captain and crew are Trinidadians, and they got into a scuffle with the javelin gold medalists from Grenada.
Oh, I did remember that
Anderson
one.
Peters,
yes.
and his brother Kidon Peters. So I get up a morning and I see 3 different people message me a video on my phone, right? So you know how the thing to start. Somebody to send you a video. So overnight I get this video on my phone, and it's like only 30 seconds of this fight. So I'm like, okay, all I'm seeing is a boat. I'm seeing fellas fighting. I see a fella either fall off or get thrown off the vessel. So I was like the boat cruise was nice last night or what? And then they said, girl, that is not here. That happened in Grenada, and that's the Grenadian gold medalist. Blah. So it blew up into a huge storm on social media. And on social media, there were many attempts to make it into a diplomatic affair. But I'm glad that both governments, both the Grenadian government and the Trinidad and Tobago government, stayed out of it. Like did not get involved in it in any official capacity, because what then transpired, or what has occurred thus far, is there was a court case in Grenada. The fellas were charged. The fellas of the crew of the boat pleaded guilty to 2 of the charges. So 4 of the 5 crew members were charged. They were fined. They paid their fines, and they are now back in Trinidad and Tobago. And their lawyer, who used to be the Attorney General in Grenada, I've forgotten the lawyer's name now, but the lawyer who used to be the Attorney General in Grenada had decided, after they had paid their fines and stuff, that he was going to press civil charges, because he claims, he said this, I am just reporting what he said, do not shoot the messenger. He claims that there is footage from I think that the port area there, that showed the entire fight. So not just the 30 seconds, the entire fight, and who instigated and how it was instigated, etc., etc., etc. And he claims that the video footage throws a different light on the issue. But I think within the last day or so, that whole business of pressing private civil charges against the 2 brothers, against Anderson Peters and Kidon Peters, I think that was dropped. So, of course, Grenada social media and Trinidad social media was hot. They were jumping onto each other's pages and threads and, hurling abuse at one another. And I am looking on and I'm like, okay, all right, this is, it's an assault case, it's a criminal case. And there is no need for both countries to get to the point where who threatening to, I never go into this country again, I never go into that country again. I am buying goods from this country, I am buying goods from that country. And I just felt, okay, it didn't need to get to that point at all, like ever. Because I still want my nutmeg syrup from Grenada though. And I still feel I'm going to hop a plane and go and check out Spice Mass. And I still think Talpri is the best thing to happen to jab music in a damn long time. And so I don't have those sensitivities about it. I felt that what happened was incredibly unfortunate. It should not have gotten to the point where they got that physical with each other. Whoever started the fight, however the fight started, because of course there is a line. There's a side to the story where they're claiming that the young athlete and his brother, they're the ones that started the fight. And of course, the athlete and his brother are saying that the crew members are the ones that start the fight. So it became a he say, she say thing. And I haven't seen the full footage that the Attorney General is talking about. I only saw the 30-second clip that was sent to me. And in that 30-second clip, you can't tell who started the fight, but you can tell that a fight took place and Anderson Peters fell off or was thrown off the vessel.
Harbour Master.
Yeah, I did see a bit of chatter about that one, and that some charges were being laid, but I wasn't able to.
They pled guilty to 2 of the charges, and 4 of the 5 guys were found guilty. They paid their fines. I'm trying to remember. The fines were not the fines were ridiculous fines. So for one charge, it was I think 2,000 EC dollars, and another fine was 3,500 EC dollars. So I think when they translated it, it may come up to like about $15,000, 15,000 TT dollars that they would have had to pay, right? For me, one of the amusing things, Darren and Jade, when I put up, because I was following a couple of Grenadian bloggers, when they put up information, I would be sharing the information they had. Once I'd confirmed things. And when I put up the fine, Trinidadians jump up to ask, that fine is in what currency? Yes. but the whole matter taking place in Grenada, so obviously it's going to be in EC dollars. So,
maybe they thought it was too light.
No, it's not that they felt it was too light. I think that there is a lot of provinciality and myopia, especially since the issue became very sensitive for folks, because it became a kind of, well, it's we boys and we had a fight for we boys, and my position on it was this is a criminal matter that has become a legal matter. Let's wait for all of the details to come out before we start to jump down different people's throats.
Right.
Right? Let's wait for the information to come out. And each day, as more was added to the story, of course, different people's positions changed on different things. I just felt we got too sensitive too quickly over it, and as information came out, people just kind of leapt to different conclusions and took very, very hard positions that I know they would have to walk back from. Because when you jump out and you take a hard position, I'm not going to this, and I'm not going to that, and I'm not going to the other, and then you start to get more information, you just had to climb back down from that wall. And sometimes it's hard to climb back down.
Yes. It is hard to climb back down.
But
Dear.
I think that's natural in diaspora wars. I've seen lots of diaspora wars between different countries, and this is literally how they always go. One country going hard against one country, and then they realize, oh, maybe I didn't have to do all of this.
But Jade, you see, I just find it so stupid. So let me say something happened with Antigua, Barbuda, and Trinidad, right? Trinidad and Tobago. How I gonna jump out myself and get so vexed with all of Antigua, Barbuda, not the people, not the specific persons who part of the matter,
Right.
All of Antigua, Barbuda, I'm gonna get vexed with.
Yep.
I can't get vexed with all of Antigua, Barbuda.
Yep, that's what happened. But that's just how it is.
I just find it comes across as irrational.
It is, of course. Humans are irrational people, though.
And I'll be honest with you, the Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp feeds into that.
Yeah,
Feeds
definitely.
into that.
Yes.
And it takes on a life of its own. And the mob mentality, there was actually a conversation, a lecture I was listening to last night in the American context with what happened on January 6th and whatnot. But he was just basically making the point that when the mob mentality takes over, it is almost impossible to stop.
Yeah.
And so it takes
And I
on
saw
a life
it.
of its own and the momentum, and it just builds. It has a snowball effect. And
Yes.
before you know it, oh my God, you're looking and you're like, how did we get here?
Yeah, because I had to issue a couple warnings on my page on Facebook and delete some people and block and ban some people because people just started to get far too sensitive about the issue, too sensitive about the issue. And the kicksy part, and then I got to wrap up and move on to the other issues. The kicksy part is at first when Trinidadians didn't have other sides to the story. So within the first 24 hours, when they saw the fight on board the Harbour Master, plenty Trinidadians was actually cussing the Trini crew as well, right? So they were very angry and upset with it. Oh, how are they going to go and shame we like this? And all they know the rest of the Caribbean don't like we. And
Wait. Why would they think that?
Jade, there are very good reasons to understand that the rest of the Caribbean thinks that we are arrogant and can be
No.
and
I
we,
think
and, can, and we act.
Barbados has that title.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because-
Over Jamaica?
No,
Oh Lord, I guess everybody have their thing, but I find we generally, at least here in Antigua, I don't know, listeners can weigh in on it, but I find generally we have a feeling that the Bajans feel they're a little, above everybody.
enough.
Yes.
We also I've gotten that. I've experienced that in other parts of the region where when somebody realizes that I'm Trinidadian, I'm like, when I open my mouth and they're like, oh, you're Trini. And there's at first a kind of, I would say, hesitation, a little bit of coldness, a little bit, and then my stellar personality comes shining through, and they will eventually say, oh, you're not so bad, because I've had experiences with other Trinidadians. And so that's why I can say I am aware that Trinidadians, not so much Tobagonians, Trinidadians have their reputation for being on the arrogant side precedes them further, with our cousins further north on the archipelago. And I get where that comes from.
Okay.
Our society is not, remember we're not a tourism oriented economy.
No.
And because we're not a tourism/service oriented economy, that I think has an impact on our attitudes to things. And then having had oil wealth, the number, for the number of decades that we've had oil wealth, that also I think feeds into the level of confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all basically the bougie cousins.
To put it charitably.
Yeah, y'all are the bougie.
Charitably, right? Yes, Jade.
The bougie cousins.
Jade, I can own up to our floors, right? I can own up to our floors.
Listen, let's, believe it or not, we're at the bottom half of the hour and we still have 2 issues to cover.
Right. So the next thing, real quick. The next thing, we had the Agri-Expo, and it was a CARICOM Agri-Expo. So we had President Irfan Ali from Guyana here. We had Prime Minister Mia Mottley from Barbados here. And we also had exhibitors from various parts of the region, because I know there were persons from St. Vincent and the Grenadines here at this Agri-Expo. And I got very excited about the expo because it put me in a position to experience products being made in the rest of the Caribbean. And I'm experiencing these products, Darren, and I'm saying to myself, we don't need regionally, we don't need to import food from nowhere else in the world, we could import amongst ourselves, and the variety that we will have, the caliber of things we will have to eat will eclipse what you're getting from other parts of the world.
Amen.
So I am hoping, because the government has said that they want to have the expo annually and enhance it and improve it, and I am hoping that it continues, and that what we're seeing, because the Prime Minister's goal with it is by 2025, he wants to cut down the food import bill, not just for the country, but regionally, I think by about 15%, either 15 or 25%, somewhere thereabouts, right?
Okay.
So I feel if the various CARICOM countries can work towards more regional purchasing of food as opposed to international purchasing of food, given the variety of things I saw at that expo, we heading on the right path. So that was what I wanted to talk about with the expo, and to promote buying local, like within your specific island nations, and also buying regionally, which is why this Harbor Master thing upset me, because I as a woman need that nutmeg syrup, right? I want nothing come between me and that nutmeg syrup at all.
I completely agree with you.
Right.
So before we move on. No. Before we move on to hold on. Irfan Ali, Dr. Irfan Ali.
Yeah.
How does he strike you? I read a piece, or I started to read a piece from Oren Gordon. I'm sure if you
read Oren. I was just going to ask you if you read Oren's piece, so I will say this.
Yes.
Irfan was there at the expo. And so going on, because remember, prior to being at the expo, what I would be seeing is news stories coming out of Guyana. And I have many friends that are Guyanese that do what I do on social media for Trinidad and Tobago. They do a lot of analysis and stuff.
Right.
And so you're always hearing things about the government and that government with respect to discrimination, etc., etc., etc. Irfan Ali himself, President Irfan Ali himself, is quite a personable individual. Quite a personable individual. And personable in exactly the way that Oren Gordon has described him. Very kind of salt of the earth, no airs and graces, kind of that sort of approach. And you know that approach has its appeal.
Yes.
There is a broad base of society that likes to know that their leaders are approachable, everyman types. And so I can see how that approach can work for a lot of persons. I don't know, I can't speak to his policies, to his government's policies, because I don't feel that I'm in that position. I would never feel that I could speak on the policies of another country. The most I would feel I can talk about is that another country's policy and how it would impact Trinidad and Tobago, but you will never see me jumping out to say, well, I'm going to say this about Antigua, Barbuda, and I'm going to say so and so about St. Kitts, Nevis, and I'm going to say this, that, the other about Barbados.
Right.
I would more likely than not. I'll talk about, how this new thing is, from that country is likely to impact on Trinidad and Tobago. So, having seen him in action at the Agri-Expo that took place last weekend, I will say he is a very personable person, and if he continues to have that sort of mass appeal, the comment that Oren Gordon made in his column,
Right.
I think I felt that Oren's analysis was pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you.
Yeah,
I'm inclined to
I
agree.
think his analysis was pretty spot on.
Well,
And
guys, before
go ahead, Jade.
oh,
Sorry.
I was just about to say before we move on, somebody is saying interregional food trade would only succeed if there is a reliable and affordable interregional transportation system.
And I am not going to disagree with that because the other day there was the chief secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly. So you all know there's two islands here. You
Yeah.
have central government, and then the island of Tobago has its internal governance system, which is something that has held over from since colonial times, right?
Yeah,
It had
it's similar
paused
to
for a
what we
bit
have
and
here.
yes, exactly. It is very similar to because Trinidad got crown colony government. We didn't have a legislative assembly the way most of the other islands had a legislative assembly. So the THA chief secretary announced a couple, I would say a little over a month ago, that he's looking at having a ferry service between Tobago and Trinidad. And I put up this link to that story on social media. And the number of responses and the number of comments on it, because people were looking at it and they're saying, great, if they have that link between Tobago to Grenada, then the next thing they need to do is make it so that people can get to St. Lucia. And then once they get to St. Lucia, there's the ferry system that moves from St. Lucia to Dominica to Martinique. So there was this conversation about having linked ferry systems throughout the region so that people would be able to make their movements back and forth. Now, that's passenger traffic. There is CARICOM sea trade that takes place because we have a whole jetty here that is assigned as the CARICOM jetty. And a lot of the cargo vessels that move up and down the region, that's where they come to. They come to that specific jetty, which is right there downtown Port of Spain next to the lighthouse kind of thing. And while that jetty is there and things, and there is regular trade coming in, it is not as efficient and as effective as it could be. And I suspect some of it has to do with the problems with moving goods back and forth along within the region. And so it means that these various governments have to sit down and talk about trade and tariffs and immigration and ease what they need to ease. CSME can't continue to be paid lip service. I think if you're really serious about cutting your food bill, so I'm in agreement with the comment that your listener made there. If you really want to cut the food bill regionally, you have to sit down amongst yourselves as regional leaders and talk about trade and tariffs and barriers and immigration rules and what kinds of things you're willing to put in place to allow for that ease of goods movement back and forth along the region.
Right. Okay, let's move to the last. Would it be the last issue?
Well, maybe for you, because who said I don't want to talk to her?
Oh yeah, for us, yes. For
Listen.
Us,
so the Hohen story. Let me tell you how the Hohen story started.
Yeah.
The opposition is allowed 6 senators, and one of the senators, a guy by the name of Anil Roberts, get up a hot Saturday morning and decide to do a video. And in that video, he do a TikTok video talking about how he hear that the wife of the prime minister horned the prime minister. And he went with a very ethnic slant in that video. So I need your listeners to understand, if they didn't understand before, that Trinidad and Tobago, Twin Island Republic, and apart from being a Twin Island Republic, multi-ethnic, multicultural society, and the two major ethnic groups are African descended and East Indian descended peoples.
Right.
So Arnold Roberts is like myself. He is part East Indian, part African descended, right? So he's mixed the way I am mixed. So he gets up and he makes his video with absolutely no evidence whatsoever and starts saying that he's hearing that the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, get a horn and that the wife is with some East Indian fella, some fella of East Indian descent.
Oh,
and people took that video and it went viral. It was all over the place.
Of course.
And then right after the video went viral, they then went to social media. Persons from the opposition went to social media and pull up pictures. One of a police officer from India, right? Not from Trinidad, from India. And they superimpose a TTPS cap over his cap. So they edit the image to put a Trinidad and Tobago Police Service hat on his head, but you were still seeing the hat from the Indian Police Service on his head. And they circulated that picture juxtaposed next to the Prime Minister's wife's picture and was saying, this is the person that the Prime Minister's wife horned him with, right? So much so, the thing circulates so much that the police officer in India see the picture. And he then put up a post apologizing to the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister's wife and saying, this is not true. This is not the case. I have never met the lady. I am an officer in, and he talked up. And I eventually reached out to him. His name is Motilal Dema, and he's actually like a bodybuilder into fitness and training and stuff. So he has like endorsements from a company there that whose products he promotes through his bodybuilding work and stuff. So I messaged Mr. Dema. We had a conversation with each other. He had actually agreed to do an interview with me, and then the morning he was meant to do the interview with me, he begged off and said that he needed to speak to his superiors and get permission from them because this has become such a big dip.
Of course.
So he didn't speak. And then the next thing that happened after it was established through Motilal Dema that, this whole thing is a lie and a hoax, persons on the opposition then went and got pictures from a lawyer's page. There's a cricket line with lawyers. And for your listeners who may not know, the wife of the Prime Minister is a lawyer, and she's a lawyer in a major firm here. So there were pictures of her with other lawyers liming at an event. They took one picture, cropped the picture so that you're seeing her only next to one guy, and they're saying, well, say something now. Look her here with this guy, and look at how she's smiling. And when you eventually, so the guy who's a lawyer reached out to me and sent me the original picture. The original picture has the wife of the Prime Minister, along with like about 4 or 5 other lawyers. They're all squeezed in together in a picture at a cricket line, a cricket for lawyers line thing that they'd had, right? The gentleman whose picture is being circulated, he married. The picture that was being circulated, taken since 2017, and he is there saying, this is circulating. I don't want people to know my actual name because, of course, nobody knew what the guy's name was. He said, I don't want people to know my actual name. He said, but this has caused a lot of problems for me and my family because this thing is being circulated. This is being said. And, of course, my colleagues all know me. They know who I am. And they're asking, well, what is going on here? Is any of this true? So none of it is true. Based on the 2 gentlemen in the pictures that were circulated, right? I'm giving you all their side of the story. I'm not giving all you Mrs. Rowley's side of the story. I'm telling you that these 2 gentlemen that have been thusly accused said to me in so many words, this is not the case. So let me get to why the Prime Minister made the comment that he made. Back in 2014, one of our senior state prosecutors, Mrs. Dana Sitahal, was murdered. And the person that was suspected of her murder is also suspected to have been hired by Anil Roberts, by the senator who made the allegations against Mrs. Rowley. He is suspected to have also been hired by Anil Roberts to put down a hit on a DJ who was with Anil Roberts' wife. Listen, girl, the bacchanal in Trinidad, do ever be
no, y'all got something over there, man. Y'all spicy.
It's a multi-layered bacchanal. So let me give all of the backstory about the real horn. Because the horn that take place between Anil Roberts' wife and the DJ on video. And it was circulated on video years ago. So listeners, brace yourself. I will try to say it in as diplomatic a fashion as possible.
Oh dear.
The video showed you the young lady who at that point in time, she was already married to Anil Roberts, and Anil would have been an MP back then, right? And a government minister. He would have been the Minister of Sport. The video would have shown you the young lady who was his wife in a room with the DJ. She was on the bed. He performed an act on her. And all of this was on camera. And he turned to the camera and he said, Anil, this is not your wife. This is my wife. And the DJ indicated in a news story how the video managed to leak, because he had shown the video to friends of his at the media house that he was working at, and apparently they shared the video afterwards, and it went viral because the entire country saw the video. Everybody saw the video. As a matter of fact, I still have the video.
Send it to me.
I won't say anything except to say, Rhoda, I am at pains to say that we actually have a visiting dignitary who is here, and the powers that be wanted to make sure that he presented today. Otherwise, I would have continued with you with Jade.
Well, you know what? I am here for the rest of the story. David, I will get the story for you.
You can share it with me. But at least I understand now why the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago said what he said, that even if he get on, he not gonna send nobody go kill to kill nobody. Now I understand. Rhoda, you are brilliant as always. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the remainder of your Friday morning with
and you,
Jade.
my dear.
All right.
Take care.
Listen, the viewers want the rest of the story, so.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. Caribbean politics. Anyway.
Yes, so you were saying,
Right. So, Jade, when the story blew up a couple of years ago, because this story would have blown up like around, let me see, if Dana had been murdered in May 2014, then this blew up either late 2014 into early 2015, thereabouts, right? And it became huge with the video circulating and everything. And then, not too long after that, the gentleman that everybody believes was the hired assassin was arrested.
Ooh.
And part of the reason he was, one of the things he was arrested for, one of the charges laid was that attempt, this possible threat to an attempt on the life of a DJ. Because listen, this was all public knowledge. This is all a story.
So hold on.
This is not gossip. This is not under the wire gossip. This is an actual new, front page news story that took place.
So hold on. Hold on. Because Trinidad got what things going on for me now. So you're telling me, allegedly, the man's wife was murdered, right?
No. I'm telling you, the state prosecutor was murdered. And there's a gentleman who is believed or who is suspected to be the assassin, right? And I'm saying that Anil Roberts, the senator who made the allegations against the prime minister's wife recently, back in or around late 2014 to early 2015, there was video footage circulating of his wife with a DJ, and thereafter the DJ was on a hit list. The DJ was facing assassination threats, and the common belief in the country at that point in time was that the Anil Roberts, who is currently a senator, he would have then been a government minister under a previous regime. The belief was that he had hired an assassin to kill the DJ because of the sexual relationship that the DJ had with his wife. And so that's why the prime minister threw piece of talk that he threw the other night, where he say, if I get horn, and that is not the case, I could take my horn. I ain't sending nobody to kill nobody. Because the understanding that the entire country has is that the DJ was supposed to be assassinated, and that the person behind the person who would have called for the assassination is the current senator who was then a government minister. Yes. Yep. So that's the backstory to that comment from the prime minister.
What a
This
thing.
this gentleman who is accusing him of getting horn was actually horned, and the whole country know about the horn because the whole country saw the video of the horn, because the video was circulating all over the place. And the belief back then is that a hit was put out on the DJ's head, and the common understanding that people have is they believe that that minister, then minister, would have been the person who was behind the calling of the hit. So that's where that statement.
Well, why he come show everybody the video for? Why he didn't just keep it to himself?
He didn't show people the video. The DJ.
No, I know the
showed
DJ is
his-
who I mean. Like, you already going with this man wife allegedly. Well, not allegedly because it was on video. You already going with this man wife. You going still come show everybody the video, sir? Why?
Ego, Jade, as women, that wouldn't occur to us, because even if we was to film something like that, even if we were to film something like that, right? Like we, and we intimate partner relationship, and we film wherever it is we film, whether it's off a kicks or whatever, we women would not automatically think to share that, because there's always implications for women where something like that is concerned. Men will faster share things like that. And so the DJ, because it's a DJ who was recording from the video footage that I would have seen a couple of years ago, he had the phone in his hand. He was recording. And listen, you get close-ups of everything.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Lord, I need this
Close-up.
video. I need this video. I want to see.
Right?
I want
And
to
then
see.
he put his face in the camera and he say, that's not your wife, that is my wife.
But then,
Right?
and say
And-
one, say two. Why she allow it? She already know she's doing something wrong. The DJ, yes, he wrong, but he's not the married party here. She know she married. Why you allowing this man to have video all in your face? And because I know she could see the video.
I have. Well, she was aware that she was being filmed. But I can only assume that it is immaturity. Because she's never spoken out about the video or the content of the video. I don't think she's ever given comment on it at all. But she at the point in time that this took place, she was pretty young. She was like about 22, 23 when it occurred.
So she
Because her husband, the then government minister, was significantly older than she was.
So they're still married?
I think so. I'm not aware that they got divorced.
Oh. Heartstrong, yes.
Jade face? What Jade face? Jade, in the chat, send me a phone number.
Yes.
So that I can add you on my phone, and I will send you the video.
Please
What
do.
Jade
Everybody
face?
want to know why I want to see this video. Why would I not want to see this video? Excuse me? Listen, not because you want to see that, I mean I don't want to see. Let me see the video.
I'll say this. I don't forward or share, like I would never post up something like that on social media. But
Now, this is for
For
news
my-
purposes, research
right,
purposes
I
on
was
my
about
end.
to say, and it is very important. People don't quite grasp that. If you're going to be doing news commentary analysis, you need to have all of the information to be able to properly comment on something. Even if you're not going to be sharing it or dispersing it, you need to see it for yourself to be able to properly comment on things. Because, for instance, in the case of the accusations that were made against the prime minister's wife, it was important to me that the two gentlemen reach out and explain things to me. I didn't put their information out into the public domain. I made sure I asked them, do you want me to put your side out? Do you want me to share your side? And they said, yes, feel free, but just don't put my names and this and that and the other. So it's important, if I'm going to be doing analysis, to be able to know these things. For me to come and speak to your audience this morning, it was important that I see the video, right, of a couple of years ago, so that I am able now to say, this is why the Prime Minister could throw the kind of talk that he threw on his platform.
But you see, what I don't understand with this, right, is why would you, knowing that this debacle happened a few years ago, you know it happened, you are part of it, why would you wake up and just decide to throw yourself under the bus again?
Glad that you asked that question, Jade, because this is what I didn't get to cover when we were just doing the interview with Darren. It was meant to be a distraction from another issue that was taking place.
Oh.
So within the opposition, one of their MPs was being questioned by the police service for some sort of financial misbehavior, because there are a range of tax exemptions that government ministers get. And so there are queries about a tax exemption. And one of their MPs was, at that point in time, being questioned by the police. And so they wanted a situation where they had a story that was distracting the public from that particular story. What's your international code? I need your international
869.
869?
Yes.
Okay. And your full name, Jade
Johnson.
Right, Jade Johnson. Good. All right, I'll save it. I'll save your number on my phone, and I'll forward the video to you. So it was part of a distraction. That's what it was. It was part of a distraction.
Well, wow. I don't know if that worked, because it feels like he basically threw himself under the bus.
Yes, and that's that's how intense our politics gets here. Our politics here is a very, very intense politics. It's not no jokey dolly house politics at all. So he would have done that, but you see, I think that they felt that the scandal and the salacious part of the rumor would have taken off in such a way that nobody would then nobody would have been able to deflect from or nobody would step out and say, well, this is not actually the case. And then further to that people, because I think he was prepared for people to point out, look, you get horn, and look, this had happened, and I think he was very prepared for that. What I don't think they were prepared for was how quickly people stepped up and said, this is not the case. I don't know the wife of the Prime Minister.
Oh, he didn't think that people would do their due diligence.
Right, exactly. He didn't think that people would do their due diligence. So I think he was quite prepared for things to be said about the fiasco with him a couple of years before. But I don't think they were prepared for the due diligence. And I also don't think that they realized that that a story would have come out about their MP being before the police answering questions. So that's what it was. It was all meant to be a distraction from that.
I don't know if that went over well, boy. I don't think that plan worked.
I don't think it worked. You see, there are a number of reasons it didn't work. Mrs. Rowley is not the sort of wife of the Prime Minister who's like out in the public domain. She does not try to be in the spotlight. She doesn't try to hog the spotlight in any way. She functions really as support to her husband, and she keeps herself out of the limelight, focused on, her life, her career. It is only when she has to do specific things that she comes out. And then she has a reputation for being very elegant, very classy, a range of things. And because she's not a public official, she's not an elected official, she's not even a nominated official, so she doesn't function in any public capacity in that way, beyond being the wife of the prime minister. A number of persons felt that even on the side of the opposition, because there are people from within the opposition who came out and said this attack on the prime minister's on the prime minister's wife is going well below the bar, well below the bar. So it went. In any case, my dear, it was lovely spending the morning with you.
Yes, I have to get into an interview myself. Thank you for the little melee that you brought.
Not a problem at all. So I will forward it. I'll put the number on my phone and forward the video to you a little later on in the day. All right?
Thank you. It was a pleasure having you this morning, and do have a blessed rest of your day.
You too, my dear. Take care. And to all of your listeners, have yourselves a great day. Enjoy the sun, because I have rain coming down today.
Yes, and here it's quite hot, so
yeah,
we'll try to enjoy it for you.
Yes, enjoy it. Take care. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, that is it for Cross Caribbean Cross Caribbean Link Up. I will take a very short break and be right back with a very special interview from our friends at the 60. So stick and stay. You don't want to miss that one.
It's that time of year again to get everything you need for back to school. Go to the TDC Home and Building Depot in St. Kitts and City Drugstore Nevis Limited, or shop tdcgroup.com. Shop and get deep discounts for all your school essentials: backpacks, notebooks, pens, pencils, school bundles, computers, and more. While you're there, be sure to donate to Shop and Share to help the less fortunate and stay ahead of the grade. Oh, and don't forget Flash Sale Fridays. Now that you know, class is dismissed. See you at the TDC Home and Building Depot and City Drugstore Nevis Limited. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
The official beer of the 60 tournament.
Time to show the world, how we like to play. Watch how we just do it, live it up, celebrate the Caribbean way.
This is how we vote. That's it, how we make them run, how we give them licks before the first word. We unleash the fun inside. The 60 Cricket's power game. Fast, intense, and action-packed.
It's the way we play, it's the way we play.
Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
This is Chris Gale, the Universe Boss. Get ready for something new. The 60s a T10 cricket tournament taking place in St. Kitts this year from the 24th to the 28th of August. Huge power hits and all the CPL teams taking part in exciting new innovation to the game. Come and see me and all the stars playing at Warner Park. For fixtures, information, and to buy tickets, visit 60cricket.com. Experience cricket power game at the 60.
Welcome back to Island Tea, guys, with your faves, Azim and Jade. As I mentioned before, Azim is out sick. He went gallivanting around the world and now he's unable to catch himself. But I do have some very special guests in the studio joining me this morning from the 60 competition. Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Very good, thanks. Thanks for having us on.
Of course, it's our pleasure. So, guys, if you are listening and viewing, you have Chris and Haley Matthews, who is joining us to talk some cricket.
Yeah, it's been a great start. 60's absolutely flown so far. We've had fans coming out, we've had innovations, we've had sixes flying out the park, we've had women's games for the first time, we've had players sent off the field and mystery fan balls. So it's been absolutely amazing. But, you know, from my perspective, from one of the organisers, it's been phenomenal. It's been hugely exciting, and thank you so much, everyone who's bought a ticket and come out so far. But, you know, you don't want to hear from me. You want to hear from a global cricketing superstar we've got with us.
We're not here for
Haley
you.
Matthews, you know. It doesn't get much bigger than that. And, you know, we're so excited to have women's cricket as part of the 60.
Indeed, we're definitely not here for you. We've seen you enough. The people are here to watch some cricket. And as I mentioned, this is my first time actually seeing women's cricket live in Wanna Pack. So I am excited, and I'm sure all of the viewers are excited. So Haley, tell us, how's the experience been so far?
Yeah, it's been great. I think, look, a new format in the West Indies, a new format in the world, 60-ball cricket, and it's been so excited. So many different new rules playing. Definitely encouraging all the fans to come out and watch. I think this is exactly when we talk about the women's game. This is exactly what we need when we talk about growth in the Caribbean, growth around the world. And yeah, it's just been so much fun being out there playing this new tournament.
Well, again, I'm pretty sure the people are excited because, as I mentioned, a lot of us has never seen any women cricket live in Wanna Pack, and it has been such an exciting experience for me. I can talk for myself, and I'm sure other people have been having just a blast. So what have been some of the challenges? I know this is a new format for you guys. What have been some of the challenges faced so far?
I think maybe the fast pace of the cricket, but at the same time, I think those challenges are exactly what make it really, really exciting too. Lots of new challenges. Obviously, batters coming at the bowlers pretty hard, making it quite tough for bowlers to bowl. As an all-rounder myself, I can definitely say I'm enjoying batting a bit more than bowling at the moment. But no, it's been so good. We've had some class players already having some really good performances. In our first match, we had Chloe Trayon from South Africa, a world-class star. She made about 65 from 20-something balls. Deandra Dottin yesterday, West Indies legend for the Trinbago Knight Riders, smashing, I think, about 45 or 50 off half the amount of balls, which has been really fun to see. It's been doing so much to improve the standard of women's cricket here in the Caribbean. Ladies clearing the boundaries massively. I think we had some girls hitting some 85, 90-meter sixes the other day, which has been crazy. And yeah, look, being a part of it is incredibly fun. Being out there on the field, you're kind of zoned in every single ball, just ready for what's next. It's so unexpected with that new fan free hit as well, where the fans can get online and vote about which ball is going to be a free hit. So just very unpredictable cricket at the moment.
Well, let me play devil's advocate for a bit. Who out of the two teams are you most excited? You're playing two other teams. Yeah. Who are you most excited to play? Who do you think is your biggest competition currently? Who are you looking forward to beating most?
Oof, that's a tough one. You see, the thing about T10 cricket, the shorter or cricket on a whole, the shorter the format, the more unpredictable it is. So I don't think I can necessarily pinpoint which team's going to be harder to beat. Both teams have got some massive superstars. Trinbago Knight Riders, obviously, I've got a game changer in Deandra Dottin. She's one of the most she's one of the most cricket-changing cricketers in the world. So I think anytime you go up against her, you're definitely in for a big show. I think a win against them would do us pretty well. We played Guyana Amazon Warriors in our last game, which is a must-win game for us to reach the finals. So hopefully we could go out there and have a win against them tomorrow and, get it into the finals and see how it goes from there.
Well, I will be watching for sure. So, Chris, tell the people who are still not sure where to find these wonderful tickets. How do they get into the pack? Tell them where do they go and how much are the tickets for today?
Yeah, come on, people. If you don't know by now, come on, you need to
they've
wake
been
up.
Sleeping,
so you can get your tickets at Warner Park or online at cplt20.com. Look, we've priced tickets as affordably as possible. Today, for example, tickets start from 40 EC. You can get down there and see 4 games of cricket. 3 men's games and 1 women's game. We've still got 3 days left of the 60, including today. It's just action, action, action. There's so much going on. We've got entertainment, we've got music, there's a pool in the party stand.
Listen, I've been eyeing that pool, okay? I've been eyeing that pool. I've just been waiting for the perfect opportunity. But, I'm working, so I have to be a little under the radar. But I definitely want to jump into the pool.
Yeah, no, you got to. I think there's been people floating around on rubber rings in there. There's stilt walkers walking around. There's masquerade. There's all kinds of stuff going on. It's just, in fact, there's almost too much going on.
Listen, it's busy.
And the ball's flying out of the park every 10 seconds. I don't know how Hayley manages to get strategy and focused as a captain in this format because it's so fast moving and there's so much going on. It's great from a fan perspective, but God, it's got to be tricky for captains, Hayley. How do you find it from that perspective?
Yeah, 100%. I think being out on that field, you kind of look off. You see people in the pool, you see the masqueraders, you see the stilt walkers, and then you got to kind of remember wait, I got to focus on the ball
Yes.
instead. But
Just
no, I
wait
think
for the
entire
final,
sport-
Hayley. Just wait for the final. We've got a few other things up our sleeves on Sunday. So if you make it through, there's going to be, you know, pyrotechnics and all sorts of things. So if you can get your hands on the Universe Boss Trophy, it's going to be a big spectacle.
After party should be good too.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Am I invited? I just want to know.
Everyone's invited,
Okay,
Jade.
sounds good
Everyone's
to me.
invited. I mean, CPL is the biggest party in sport, so
Indeed.
we can't necessarily say 60 is the biggest party in sport, but 60 is cricket's power game. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's still a party as well, isn't it?
Indeed. And I think I appreciate the fact that we have included the kids, because I've been seeing kids running around all through the matches, having a little hot dog and popcorn while enjoying all of the cricket action. I think they really appreciate being included in this year's tournament.
Well, what we want to do is why we've given away almost 2,000 tickets here in St Kitts to kids is, you know, we want to inspire the next Hayley Matthews. We want to inspire the next Chris Gale to, you know, pick up a cricket bat and come through, try it, get involved in cricket, and hopefully by getting kids down, that will make the difference and get them involved. So yeah, you know, let's do more of that.
And I love that you mentioned the next Hayley Matthews, because more often than not, we see little boys jumping into the game of cricket because they don't have many examples of women's cricket that they can look up to. But now you've brought in women cricket, I'm pretty sure all of the girls in the pack are realizing, wow, I can play this sport, I can be a part, because I'm looking and seeing all of these professional women doing something that I didn't even think about doing. So
100%.
I'm sure a lot of girls are now inspired.
Yeah, absolutely. Hayley, what was it that inspired you to sort of take up the game then at an early age?
Yeah, well, I think I sort of had a love for the game from a very early age. My dad and my brother both played, but obviously those are male role models that I looked up to. But at the same time, now with the women's game and how much is growing, there's so many more female role models out there. Cricket is definitely a sport now that a girl can take up at a young age and make a profession out of it, can 100% make a living out of it. And look, I always say if you love the sport, and there's an avenue there now, and that's why I think CPL in 60 is so important. That's creating a pathway and an avenue for women to have the opportunity to grow in the sport in the Caribbean, and it's just fantastic. And like, I have no doubt over the next couple of years it's going to just grow and get bigger and bigger and hopefully become one of the biggest franchise leagues in the world for women.
I think so as well. But what makes your team special? You could have been on any team, but what makes the Barbados team your home team?
Yeah, so first of all, home team. I really can't get much better than that. But look, we've got so many dynamic players within our setup. We've got about probably 8 or 9 West Indies players. We've got some fantastic internationals, like I mentioned, Chloe Tryon from South Africa. We've got Fatma Sana from Pakistan. We've got Signa Paul from the USA. So we've got people coming from all over the world, so much diversity throughout the team. And look, everyone is there here at the 60 ready to have a great time. Everyone's enjoying themselves. And I think myself and our management staff, we're really encouraging all the girls that every time we step on that field to go out there and have fun, have a great time. And I think that's the theme throughout the 60. The fans are having a great time, the dancers are having a great time, the kids are having a great time, and us as players, we're doing the same exact thing. We're going out there and having a great time. So yeah, that theme has been fantastic throughout our team, and it's exactly what we're looking to continue to do.
I definitely have been having a great time. The only thing that has been a hinder for me, and I can't even imagine how it is for you, is the weather. It is so hot. How do you even manage to play this type of game in this type of weather?
Yeah, like get the sunblock on, get the broad rim caps on. But look, I think what's even better about it, the shorter the format, the less time we have in the sun as well. So
That's very true.
60 balls, we're out on the field quickly, everything moving fast paced, get back off and I guess under the dugout to watch the rest of the game for those not batting. And then another special thing about it, I think usually in cricket you're allowed to lose 10 wickets. In this format you're only allowed to lose 6 of them. So you've got your 7 batters lined up. I know a lot of the bowlers know pretty happy about that. They get to bowl their spell and go inside the dugout and just sit down and relax for the rest of the game. But yeah, that's what making the 60 so special. So many different rules and regulations, but yeah, I think it's definitely one of those tournaments that I can see blowing up big time. It's already been amazing playing the first couple of games this year, and yeah, just really looking forward to seeing what's in the future for it.
What has been your favorite moment from your match this far?
Well, we had a game in 2 days ago, day before yesterday, and like I mentioned, Chloe Tryon went absolutely insane. She hit a ball on top of Warner Park's roof, and I think in the women's game you don't see many balls getting hit on top of the roof. So
I'm just waiting for one to break a window.
Yeah, that was pretty special. But no, I think when you talk about the growth of the women's game, this is the exact tournament where you see barriers being broken, and that's exactly what you want to see in these kind of tournaments.
Love it. Well, Chris, do you have any words for our listening and viewing audience? Encourage them to come out. Tell them why 60 is the place to be today.
Today, we start with the Patriots game,
Ooh,
10 a.m.
I have to be
The
there.
home fans need to get there. Get there early, get your tickets. And there's 4 games of cricket today, 4 T10 games. Every game, there's cash giveaways in our cash drop, so you can win $500 if you're the wildest fan in the stadium and you catch the camera's eye. You know, you can catch a carib if the ball comes flying into the crowd and you catch it one-handed, you win crates of beer. You know, there's so much going on, and for an affordable price, you get to see world-class athletes like Hayley. You know, this really is cricket at its finest, and it's not here every day. So come on down.
That is a fact. We if you miss this, you miss a part of history, because this is the first time this competition has ever existed, and thankfully they brought it home to St. Kitts and Nevis. We are so blessed to be able to see all of this wonderful cricket action for these prices, especially. Like, you cannot miss this. 4 games per day. The ticket gets you in. If you come in the morning, you get to see all of the games. If you come in the afternoon, you get to see what you get to see. However, whatever time you get there, the cricket ticket lets you win, and you do not want to miss this type of cricket action. So I am going to be there right after the show, and I hope everybody's going to be there to join me. I saw lots of people who do listen to my show stopping me yesterday and saying, "Oh my God, I saw you on the show," and I was so happy to see them in the park watching some cricket with me. So I look forward to seeing that today as well, and for the rest of the matches. I have some more tickets to give away to some lucky fans who have been calling in and commenting, and so we look forward to being in the park today with you guys.
Definitely, we'll see you there.
Yes. Well, Hayley, it was a pleasure having you. Do you have any last-minute words for your fans and people watching?
Just come out to support. Like we mentioned the entire time, it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, and the men and the ladies have so much to showcase, so just make sure you get your tickets. Like we said, affordable prices, get out there, come and support, and us players, we're definitely going to try to put on a massive show for you every time, so hope to see everyone there.
Yes, I hope to see them as well. And Hayley, before you go, I'm going to put you on the spot. Can I have the jersey when you're finished?
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. I will get my first signed jersey. I am so excited. It will be hung up in my house. I'm going to rival Peter this year on trying to get the most jerseys. So
good luck with that.
I know. He has a very good head start, by the way. But yes, guys, I will see you guys at the park later. I will finish up and head there. I hope to see everybody else listening. Today is Friday. It's a good day to watch some cricket. It's the start of the weekend. There will be cricket all weekend long. Remember to walk with your swim trunks, because there's a pool and you can, get a little refresher, because it's kind of hot. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of hot. So the pool is the perfect place to be. Remember, there's so many things happening at the park, and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and I will take a very quick break and be right back with more Island Tea. Stick and stay.
It's easy with City Drugstore's curbside pickup. WhatsApp our certified pharmacist at 662-8769 with your requests. For prescriptions, take a clear photograph and send for review. We will engage you in dialogue and then provide a quotation and link for payment. You can then pay via TDC's online payment portal. And once the transaction is complete, you'll be notified that your pickup is ready. Yes, it's that easy. Send your WhatsApp message to 662-8769 to order your medications today with City Drugstore's curbside pickup service.
The biggest party in sport is back for the 10th year of CPL, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots return as the champions. CPL will be bigger, better and louder than ever, with more sixes, more entertainment and more of the world's best players. And this year there's also women's games, with the Women's CPL taking place right here in St. Kitts. The games are between the 31st of August and the 4th of September. Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at Warner Park. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
The official bear of the 60 tournament.
Time to show the world how we like to play. Watch how we just do it, live it up, celebrate the Caribbean way.
This is how we follow it. That's it, how we make them run, how we give them licks before the first bird. We unleash the fun inside. The 60 Cricket's power game. Fast, intense, and action-packed.
It's the way we play, it's the way we play.
Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Welcome back to Island Tea, guys. It's Jade, your host for today. Azim is out. He is not feeling the best, but I have been here holding down the fort, and I have a very special guest joining me via the phone lines from TDC. Good morning. Are you there?
Yes, good morning. I am here. I am here.
Hi, Dominic. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
I cannot complain. I am peaceful.
Great. I'm so sorry that I can't join you in person in studio this morning. And of course, you could understand the reason why.
Well, I'm sure you'll tell me.
Yes, it's VAT Day #1, and our retail stores are busy. I could tell you, putting out our products and so on to make sure that our customers and clients get exactly what they want over these 2 days with the VAT announcement.
Mm-hmm.
And for those persons who are heading back to school, our teams are actually on the floor, not saying that they're not on the floor all the time, but they're on the floor today in the numbers, making sure that we have those products that they need to get back to school with the right essentials, with the tools, so that our children can achieve success, or even adults or teenagers can achieve success in the classroom. So that's the reason why I'm not able to join you in studio today. I'm actually remotely moving around to make sure that we get the items that our customers and clients need for these 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'd also like to say that we've extended this offer online. And for those persons who are looking out for shopping online, we're going to give them that opportunity to shop online with us using our online platform, shoptdcgroup.com, so they too can benefit from the savings. So we haven't forgotten anyone. We've just made sure that we cover all our bases and to make sure that we give the customers what they want.
And I'm sure
I'd also like to make... Sorry, go right ahead.
Oh, I was saying I'm sure that they're very happy about that because we know back to school can be a very hectic time.
Right, that is correct. But there are some restrictions which I'd like to tell you about. I'd also like to let you know that our Copy and Print Center, the TDC Copy and Print Center on 4th Street in the TDC Mall, is closed today and tomorrow.
Whoa.
So, yeah, what we're doing is making sure that we have all hands on deck and so forth. But we do apologize to our customers and clients for the closure of the Copy and Print Center in the TDC Mall today and tomorrow.
All right.
So we're on to today. Mm-hmm. I guess you want to know what the offer is for today at our retail stores, right? So we're giving you a chance to fill your cart, and you get 20% discount at our TDC Home and Building Depot, our City Drugstore Nevis, and our automotive division. And this is store-wide plus the VAT savings. Not in store, but store-wide.
TDC doing things,
There-
man.
There's some terms and conditions that would apply, of course. We will
Naturally.
let you know what they are, right? So you can fill your cart at our retail stores. You shop in-store and you shop online. Now, our retail stores today open, our home and building depot that got the ball rolling at its usual opening hours, 7 a.m., and they opened at 7 a.m. They're going to close at 4:30, and the others opened at 8, and they're going to close at 4:30, 4 o'clock, thereabout, for those persons who want to shop in-store and take advantage of the 20% discount as well as the VAT savings that are happening today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, our hours at our home and building depot, we are opening an hour earlier at 8 a.m.
Oh,
Giving
so
those-
guys.
Right, to give those persons a chance who want to get in and get out and get the savings early, the 20% and the VAT savings as well. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to close off the day at our normal time. And for those persons who want to shop online, they can do that as well. But there's some items that some notices or some points that we'd like to have our online shoppers know, since again this is a first for us, and we're very grateful for the opportunity to be an indigenous company providing this type of service to our shoppers. And of course, Jade, it's not just for persons who are in St. Kitts, persons in the diaspora as well. They can shop online and have the items delivered or picked up in store. Yeah, right. So if you have, remember that wish list we spoke about some time ago. If you have that wish list and you want to send it off to someone, it might be your birthday coming up, some special moment, or just because if you want to do that, you can, and have the items picked up in store. You can have it delivered to you.
Oh, sounds
So,
good.
right.
Sounds good,
So-
especially for the busy parents who may, again, be trying to get all their things in order for
That
their
is
kids.
correct. Right. So for our online shoppers, items are available for pickup. So one of our team members will notify you when your items are available for pickup. So that's an additional service that we're giving you. You know, we wouldn't want you to go up and say, well, I come from my stuff, or I hear from my stuff. Our team will notify you when your items are ready to be picked up. And of course, you can expect that we will get some traffic. So we're asking those persons to allow for time to process their orders, because we do anticipate that persons would want to take advantage of the convenience to shop online. So we're asking persons to allow us kindly some time to process the orders.
Well,
And
look at
for,
TDC
again,
making it easy for the parents.
Right. And for other shoppers who want to capitalize on the VAT savings and the 20%.
Yeah, man,
because
come on
remember,
in.
it is store-wide.
Go on
So
into
if you're-
TDC.
Right. So if you're visiting the store for collection, again, you'll have to give us some time for us to get to that for you. So for those persons who just tuned in, our TDC retail stores, it's 20% off for our VAT days at our home and building depots, City Drugstore Nevis, and Automotive Division. And yes, we are doing it store-wide as well as online. And for those persons who are wondering how you can shop online, it's www.shoptdcgroup.com, so that you can take advantage of those savings that we've gladly passed on to our customers and clients. It's not December, but it feels like December for us. And I'd just like to give you another VAT Day notice for the online shoppers as well. Again, it's a first, so we have to make sure that we give you as much information as possible. So our online store will be closed at 12 a.m. to 4:59 p.m. And online sales resumed today, Friday the 26th, will resume today at 5 p.m. with the applicable VAT savings and discounts. So we're giving persons who want to come in a chance to come in and shop, and we have a designated time for those persons who want to shop online, because we do recognize that you may not have had opportunity to come in during the day. So what we're doing is we've had a cutoff point for those persons who couldn't come in and want to shop online. So we have that time frame in place for those persons to shop when they want to. And again, the store probably would be closed at that time, and you want to get the goods, so we're giving you the opportunity to get the goods, the savings, and the VAT day savings.
You know what I really like about this? I think you guys have taken into consideration the fact that people have working hours and may not be able to just leave to go do some shopping, even though the shopping is very important. So being able to do this online, it saves them the stress of having to figure out how to leave work, how to what time I have to be back after battle all these long lines. So I really love this initiative.
But apart from that, too, Jade, one of the other things that we have in store is that we have our back to school special, we have our cool them down special, and there are also some additional savings in store on some selected products. So for persons who might be wondering what they are, when you get to the store, you can ask, because we have some items that we've already had reduced as well as part of our Sizzling Summer Sales series. So those items would carry a different discount as well. So yeah, we have thought about it, and we do recognize that it is 2 days, but we have taken into consideration the fact that some persons may not be able to get to the store today or tomorrow, and we've created an opportunity for them to shop online with us as part of the TDC experience that we continue to create for customers and clients.
Love to hear it. Well, Dominic, it was a pleasure having you call in. I know
Always a
we're so
pleasure
accustomed to seeing you in the studio.
Yeah, I know that, and I'm so sorry that I couldn't be here today. But you do understand that, our team has been busy working on fine-tuning the details and so forth. So it gives me a chance to call in nonetheless remotely. And I'd like to say that to our customers and clients who are listening, happy shopping. Remember to take advantage of the VAT Day savings that we have today, as well as the 20% discount that we are offering for 2 days, as well as in-store and online. And for those persons who would like to know where they can shop online, it's www.shoptdcgroup.com.
Yes, guys, there you have it. All this wonderful information from TDC. Be sure to take advantage of this VAT saving. We know we love a good savings in this country.
Yeah,
so
everybody loves a good sale.
Definitely.
Especially when it's quality products and it's coming from the TDC Group.
Indeed. So, Dominic.
I had to plug that.
Of course you did. You have to get that one in there. But I look forward to seeing you and hearing from you again. Hopefully next time it will be in studio.
In studio, maybe in store.
Even better.
We've done
Even
some
better.
in store, right?
Even better.
All right, thank you, Jade. And I'd also like for you to take advantage of the offer as well. So, again, you have some time to shop.
I will do my online shopping
from
the Warner Pack.
Well, you have some time to shop. You have some time to create your wish list. You have some time to get mega reward points, which I didn't mention earlier. So, happy shopping.
Thanh you, Dominic. And you do have
You're
a
welcome.
blessed day. So let anybody stress you out today.
Thank you kindly for that. I'll remember because it's 2 days in, so I'll be pushing.
All right, there we have it, guys. We heard from the TDC company. We will take a very short break and be right back with another special interview from the St. Kitts Tourism Authority. They have some good information for you guys as usual, so stick instead to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN.
Is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Feel the magic happening. Campari. Taste.
Something incredible happens when Campari is mixed just right. Like Campari and orange juice poured over ice. Taste it. Try it tonight. Bitter, sweeter, better. Campari. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
Welcome back to Island Tea, guys, with your fave, Jade. Azim is out, getting better. Hopefully drinking some tea to get himself back to 100%. But I am joined in studio by a very special guest from the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, Miss Golda Franks, Product Development Manager. Good morning, Golda. How are you?
I'm Good, Jade. How are you this morning? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. You look so refreshed.
Thank you.
I am doing well. I have no complaints. I am looking forward to the cricket action today.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yes. But Golda, you're here to tell us some very important information about a summer cruise workshop.
Yes, the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, in partnership with the Royal Caribbean Cruise Group, we are excited to be hosting a series of summer cruise workshops for our cruise stakeholders in preparation for our upcoming 2022-2023 cruise season.
Oh, love it. Oh, I really do love it because we know that tourism is very important to the Island Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. So being prepared is essential. Who is offering these workshops?
Like I said, the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, we are the ones who are organizing the workshop, and we have partnered with Royal Caribbean Cruise Group. It shows the partnership that we have with this cruise line for over the past number of years, and in addition, it shows our the cruise group, Royal Caribbean, and their commitment in ensuring that our stakeholders are up to standard in meeting and exceeding the overall guest experience while coming to St. Kitts.
I love it. Well, when is this going to be taking place?
It's going to be starting next week.
Oh, okay.
From Monday, the 29th of August to Friday, 2nd September. It's going to be held at the Kuna Conference Room located at Fort Lands. So it's both morning and afternoon sessions. So we'll be focusing on different groups within the tourism sector, such as our taxi and tour bus operators, the St. Kitts Scenic Railway, the ATV operators, the open air safari operators, as well as our catamaran operators.
Well, listening, some people may want to know, is this training mandatory or can you just opt out of it? Me personally, I would want to do it, but some people.
Yes, it is mandatory, and that's why I'm here to encourage persons to come out because it will benefit them. Especially after a lull we have had, and we are now rearing and getting excited for the upcoming 2020 to 2023 cruise season. It is imperative that our stakeholders are equipped with the knowledge on what is expected of them to operate. So yes, the training is mandatory.
Oh, nice. Well, what is the ultimate aim of providing workshops of this nature to workers within the cruise sector?
These summer workshops will mainly emphasize improving service quality across all our departments of our cruise industry, especially as we are now straying away from the effects of COVID-19 pandemic and as we work towards increasing our global appeal. As our travel restrictions have begun to relax, around the world, persons are now, different destinations are now clamoring for that piece of the pie. So it is imperative that as a destination that we also gain that piece of the pie, that we stand out as a premier destination because we offer that quality product and service.
Yes, that is true. Things are getting back to normal. A lot of other countries are also, we've done it. We've lifted our travel restrictions and a lot of other countries are doing the same. So we have to remain competitive in this industry. And I think getting some training and this workshop is very important.
Yes, persons may feel, okay, well, I know about customer service. I know how to operate my taxi and tour. I'm aware of how to do catamarans. But it's also important to realize the importance of training to sharpen those skills that you already have to ensure that you are providing that quality service that the visitor is expecting when coming to our destination.
Yes, because I remember specifically, this was before the whole COVID situation. I used to accompany some tours at my previous job, and I would listen to taxi operators just make up stuff visitors, and I'm like, wait, what? I don't feel like this is what we should be doing. I feel like we should be making sure, one, we're giving them a quality experience,
Yes.
but we should also be giving them accurate history
Yes.
that they can take back and give to their friends and families who then would want to come to St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yes.
So I really appreciate this type of workshop being done. For people wondering though, where can they register? How can they register for this workshop?
Sure, for persons interested in taking part in this workshop, well, definitely, as it is mandatory, you can visit the St. Kitts Tourism Authority office, which is located to the back of the Pelican Mall upstairs. We have the registration forms at the front desk, and we do have persons who have already been coming in, registering, so we are encouraging our stakeholders to come to the office, visit the St. Kitts Tourism Authority office, and register. And by the way, the training is free.
Oh, nice. You see, that is what we should have started with. That is where we should have started. But for people who even want to become a stakeholder in tourism, how can they do that?
For persons interested in becoming a stakeholder, they can visit the Ministry of Tourism and provide a business plan.
And is this an easy process? Is there help for them who may not be able to, navigate this type of
Well, we at the Ministry at the St. Kitts Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, we ensure that we engage with persons who are interested in being a stakeholder in this sector. We guide them with what are the procedures that are necessary in terms of getting their business up and running.
Well, I'm pretty sure people who are already in the tourism industry are excited for this, being able to get some additional training. Because, yes, we do know, it is your profession. You may have some knowledge and expertise. However, it is never wrong to try to sharpen those skills.
Exactly.
It is never a bad thing to go through a little brush up. Sometimes we may forget things, or we can realize that things can be done differently. So these training sessions are very important, especially since it's an industry that is one of the prime industries for the Federation.
Yes.
So listen, I'm not a tourism stakeholder, but I'm pretty sure that they are looking forward to it. I would be as well. But Golda, I know you have things to do because it's busy season.
Yes.
Any last words before I let you run?
Sure. I am encouraging the ATV operators, catamaran operators, safari and taxi and tour bus operators to come on out. Come to the office, register to participate in this very important session that will benefit everyone in executing their respective roles and responsibilities within the tourism sector.
I love it. Yes, guys, make sure you go out and register. Once again, can you remind them where they can go to do this?
They can come out and register at the St. Kitts Tourism Authority office, which is located to the back of the Pelican Mall upstairs. We have the registration forms at our front desk. Our training, it will begin from Monday, August 29th to Friday, 2nd September at the Kuna Conference Room located at Portland. So each day, once you come in, you will see which day we have scheduled for the respective stakeholder to come out and take part in this training workshop.
And remember, guys, this is absolutely free. I know a lot of you guys have been having some hard times. COVID has lessened the pockets a bit, but you don't even have to worry about this. This is an absolutely free session. So take advantage of it. We don't get many sessions like these things that are going to be free. So when you see that people are trying to assist in helping you or guiding you in the right direction, or even letting you brush up on your skills a bit in the market that you are in, I think it's an opportunity for you to grab and run with. So guys, yes, it is absolutely free. This starts next week.
Yes.
Next week. So guys, go down there, register, and just take in all the information that you can. And Golda, it was a pleasure having you. I am admiring your shirt. I really love the color.
Thank you so much, Jaden.
I really do. I hope whoever is listening thinks about, maybe getting me one in the same color. I'm just saying, if you're feeling generous. But yes, it was a pleasure having you. I know you have a busy, busy day, week up ahead because you guys are preparing
Yes,
for the
we are.
tourism season, and we are looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with.
Thank you so much for having me, Jade.
It was my pleasure. Do have a good day.
Thank you.
Guys, I will be right back. I just have one more ad to play before we jump into the last part of today, which is giveaways. I have giveaways for you guys. I have some cricket tickets to give you. So stick and stay while I try to come up with some questions.
Drink healthy. Reduce sugar chubby with the same great taste. Lots of magic fruity flavors. Drink the more healthy way.
It tastes so yummy, chubby, chubby.
25% less sugar chubby. Be active, be healthy. Drink lots of chubby. Kicking football, playing cricket, having fun in the sun.
It's chubby.
Reduced sugar chubby keeps you cool and refreshed.
It tastes so yummy, chubby, chubby.
25% less sugar chubby. Jumping rope, running races, have fun.
It tastes so yummy, chubby.
Drink the more healthy way.
Welcome back, guys. This is Island Tea, your premium tea spot at mornings, 8 to 10, right here on Win Media SKN. As I mentioned, I have some tickets to give away to you guys. These tickets are for tomorrow and for Sunday, I think. Let me see how many tickets I have. I have 2 for Sunday. No, I might have more than that. I might have 4 for Sunday and 4 for tomorrow. But I will shed it all around and let my lovely colleagues give away some tickets today on the other show. So I will just give away 2 tickets for tomorrow and 2 tickets for Sunday to some lucky winners. Let me see. Since I gave away that ticket and the winner was on the live, I will do a call-in giveaway. Let me see. What's question? Yes. So my first question is, who won yesterday's match between the Barbados Royals and the Trinidad Knight Riders? Who was the winner of that match? If you can call me and tell me, you win yourself a ticket for tomorrow. Who was the a matter of fact, I might just give away how much time I have? Yeah, let me see if I could give away all 4 right now. Who won yesterday's match between the Barbados Royals and the Trinidad Knight Riders? If you can call me right now and tell me, you win yourself a ticket to tomorrow's game. Our numbers are 465-0989, 662-0989, and 762-0989. Let me see if I have a winner. Good morning, caller.
Barbados.
Yes, you are correct. What is your name?
Winston Hobson.
Winston Hobson. All right, Mr. Hobson, you've won yourself a ticket to tomorrow's game. Congratulations. You can come to Win and give your name, and they will give you your ticket.
Okay.
Yes. All right, that's 1 ticket down. Let me see. Let's head back to the live and give away another one. Let me head back to my 60 page and see what question I will ask. Okay. Let's make this one an interesting one. I need to first find it, but I think I'll ask a question pertaining to this morning's match. And the question is, hold on, I just need to find your roster. Can you name 4 players on the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots team? Just 4 players. If you could give me 4 players from the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots team, you win yourself a ticket for tomorrow's game as well. Let me just look up their roster because I don't want to to not have the answer myself. But yes, all you have to do is give me 4 players from the Patriots roster and you win yourself a ticket for tomorrow. Anybody? Again, this is a question for the live. So type your answer and you win yourself a ticket. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Any takers? Should I sing the Jeopardy song or should I just ask another question? Oh my God, that was quick. Somebody says Sherfane Rutherford, Andre Fletcher, Darren Bravo, and Jaden Carmichael. You are correct. You are correct, Lenique. Lenique, you win a ticket already. Hold on. If you win a ticket already, you can't win again, eh? I feel like you won already. So I don't think I can give you this ticket. Yes, remember the rules. If you've won already, you can't win again. I'm sorry, Lenique. Although you're correct, I have to disqualify you because you've won already. So guys, yes, if you're smart, you'll just copy your answer and paste it and then you win the tickets. But yes, name 4 people, 4 players from the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots team. Remember, you cannot re-enter if you've already won a ticket. Let's be fair here and share the tickets all around. So I just need 4 players from the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots team. And then you win yourself a ticket for tomorrow's game. Let me see what other questions I can ask in the meantime. We have some tickets for Sunday as well. We have 2 tickets for Sunday. Let me see if I can come up with some interesting questions. Who is playing on Sunday, by the way? Who is playing on Sunday? Let us start with that. And then I can figure out what questions to ask. Let me just head over to the 60 page and see what's happening over there. Let me see. No, I don't want to do Barbados again. For the tickets for Sunday, all you have to tell me is who is the captain for the Knight Riders women's team. Yes, and you win yourself a ticket for Sunday. Who is the captain for the Knight Riders women's team? Remember, we still have a ticket for tomorrow to give away. If you can tell me 4 players of the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots. If nobody tells me, then I'll give it to Leniqua. But if I get another... Okay, James, there you go. James, you've won yourself a ticket for Saturday. James Brooks, you've won yourself a ticket for Saturday. So now all I need is somebody to tell me who is the captain for the Trinbago Knight Riders women's team, and you win yourself a ticket for Sunday. Very easy question. Very, very easy question. These answers can be found on the 60 page, and be sure to like it and follow it while you're over there. Yes, who is the captain for the Trinbago Knight Riders women's team? And you win yourself a ticket. You can call me or you can put it on the live and I will give you that ticket. Okay, somebody is okay. Thank you, James. I will make a note of that. Let me see if this person is correct. You are not correct. You are not correct. I said the Trinbago Knight Riders. The Trinbago Knight Riders. Who is the female captain for that team? You give me that answer and you win yourself a ticket for Sunday's game. Then I have just one more question for that. I have one more ticket for me to give away for Sunday's game. Let me see. What's a good question? for the Sunday game. Remember, guys, the Sunday game is the semifinals and the finals. So you don't want to miss that exciting matchup. So if you can tell me, boy, what's a good questions for that one? The Sunday game is a top-notch game, you know. What's a good question for that one? I don't want to make it too hard, but I don't want to make it too easy. Yes, the Andrea Dotton is the captain for the Trinbago Knight Riders. So you have won yourself a ticket for Sunday, Miss Erica Liebert. Congratulations. You have won yourself a ticket for tomorrow's game. Just need one more not too hard. I don't want to make it too hard, but I don't want to give away the ticket too easily for Sunday's game. I just need a question that is fitting for that ticket. Let me see. I'm sorry. Should I ask a sponsor question? Should that be the question, or let me see. Maybe this is a good question. Who won the first ever CPL, which was in August 2014, I think? Who won the first ever CPL 2013? Who won the first ever CPL tournament? That one should be a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. Who won the first ever CPL tournament? If you give me that answer, then you win yourself a ticket for Sunday's... What? Who won the first ever CPL match in 2013? Yes, any takers, you can call me or you can comment on the live. Who won the first ever CPL competition? If you can tell me that, you win yourself a nice little ticket to Sunday's game. Anything? No, that question has already passed, Mr. Nero. Sorry to tell you, but that question has already passed. We are now on to who won the first ever CPL tournament. And it's a good team. Well, I mean, all of them are good teams. I need the full name of the team, and you cannot participate if you've won before. So please, guys, remember, if you've won before, you cannot participate in the competition to win Sunday's ticket. I see the answer, but yes, we have a winner. Jenny Harvey, you are correct. It is the Jamaica Talawas. They were the first ever winner. So I will leave the ticket here for you. Remember, guys, all of your tickets can be collected from Win. If you do not collect the ticket, then we'll use them ourselves. But yes, you can collect all of your tickets from Win. Guys, today was fun. I especially enjoyed our little gossip session from Rhoda over in Trinidad, giving us all of the Trinity, which was quite hot, I must add. The Trinity was quite hot this morning. I did receive my video, by the way. And remember, it's for research purposes. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. I want to see what happened in that. Or a part of the story that Rhoda forgot to tell you guys was that the lady, the wife of the now minister, the DJ was her boyfriend before the minister. Just a little piece of the tea that y'all did not get. And I think that is an important part as well. The DJ was her boyfriend before the minister. But hey, do with that information what you must. With the way you say you want to see the video, listen. I ain't even watch it yet. But I will as soon as I leave. Because I want to see who mash up the relationship. I feel like he would have mashed up mine. I'm not going to lie. I feel like if that was a situation that happened with me, Lord, relationship done, marriage done, everything done. But hey, some people stronger than some, okay? Some people stronger than some. I want to see for research purposes, Clay. You can't tell me my reason. You cannot tell me what my reason for watching this video is. And I tell you it's for research or it's for research. I want to see who it is was mixed up in the drama. Okay? Okay. But yes, guys, thank you once again for joining me today. It was a wonderful show. We had plenty guests. Remember, 60 action continues today at 10 with our home team, the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots. Go out and support them. Make sure you show them some support. Tomorrow we have some more matches, and Sunday this all comes to an end with the semi-finals and the finals. I will be in the park. I hope to see you guys there. Remember, special shout out to all the people who come and say hi to me while I'm in the park and tell me how much they love Island Tea and how much they listen on all of these things. It is a pleasure to meet you guys. I love meeting the sippers because you guys make the show what it is. So remember to meet me there. 3 for 10 Carib. Buy me a Carib. I'll drink it, as you can see on my shirt. But I have to jet. I have to run to the park to do some cricket work. So I will see you guys again on Monday. Hopefully Azim will be feeling better because I know you miss him dearly. Send him some prayers. Send him some bush tea. If you have any to spare, that may help him greatly. But guys, I have to run. It was a pleasure once again. Remember to deal with people with love and grace. Remember, you don't know what people are going through, and we have to be more, we have to be a little nicer to people. Also, remember to spend more time living your content than posting it, except if you're posting about cricket. Now, that's fine. But if you're posting about drama and mix up and political this and that, cut down on it a bit, man. It's the weekend. Have a drink. Spend some time with your friends and family. Give somebody a hug. Tell somebody how much you love them and appreciate them. But stay off the Blue app if you're going over there to cause confusion. Lastly, remember, guys, very, very, very important information. You cannot be everybody's cup of tea because you are not a mug. I will see you guys next week.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9.